Most people don't realize this, but there is one simple habit that silently destroys their financial future. It steals wealth without warning. It drains opportunity without noise. It affects almost everyone, regardless of income, age, or background. People lose thousands, they lose tens of thousands, and some even lose millions of dollars over a lifetime, all because of this one thing. It's not gambling. It's not overspending. It's not investing in the wrong place. It's not a scam or a trap. It's something much quieter, much slower, and much more common. Today, I'm going to show you the number one financial mistake that keeps people broke. The mistake almost everyone makes without knowing. The mistake that can cost you your dreams, your comfort, and your peace of mind. But here's the good news. You can fix it. And once you do, your entire financial future can change. Let's begin. Section 1. The most expensive habit. Doing nothing. Let's say it clearly. The biggest financial mistake people make is doing nothing with their money. Not investing, not learning, not growing, not taking action. Just letting money sit there, doing absolutely nothing. Millions of people believe they are being smart when they save money in a basic account. They think saving equals safety. They think being conservative equals being responsible. They think avoiding risk means protecting their future. But this thinking is outdated, dangerous, and financially devastating. Here's what actually happens when your money sits still. Your money loses value. It buys less each year. It quietly shrinks. And one day you wake up and realize you wasted years of potential growth. Doing nothing feels safe, but it is financially deadly. Why? Because while you sit still, everything else moves forward. Prices rise, costs increase, inflation grows. The world becomes more expensive, but your money, it stays exactly the same. And same money in a more expensive world means less buying power, less opportunity, less freedom. Doing nothing isn't neutral. Doing nothing is declining. And that's why so many people lose wealth without ever noticing. Section 2. The invisible enemy. Inflation. To understand why doing nothing is so harmful, you need to understand inflation. Inflation is simple. It means things get more expensive over time. Food costs more, rent costs more, healthcare costs more, education costs more, gas costs more, even basic necessities cost more. Inflation slowly steals the value of every dollar you own. Let's do some simple math, and this math applies to everyone. Imagine you have $10,000. Your bank pays you 1% interest per year. So after 1 year, you earn $100. Now here's the other side. If inflation is 6%, your purchasing power decreases by $600. You didn't spend any money, you didn't buy anything, you didn't make a mistake, but your money lost $500 of value in a single year. That's not a theory. That's not a hypothetical. That's real. This is what happens to millions of people every year. And here's the scary part. If you leave your money untouched for the next 20 or 30 years, inflation keeps eating it, day by day, year by year, until what once felt like a safe savings turns into a tiny fraction of its original value. This is why people feel shocked when they retire and realize their savings don't stretch, their money doesn't last, their plans don't work. They didn't lose money because of bad choices, they lost money because they made no choices. Doing nothing cost them everything. Section 3. The psychology of financial paralysis. Let's talk about something deeper. The reasons people freeze when it comes to money. Why do so many people avoid taking action? There are 3 psychological traps. 1. Fear of risk. People are terrified of losing money. They fear making mistakes. They fear being wrong. Ironically, this fear leads them into the biggest loss of all, the loss caused by doing nothing. 2. Feeling overwhelmed. Money feels complicated. Investing feels confusing. Finance feels intimidating. People tell themselves, I'll start later, when I understand it better, when I have more savings, when everything is perfect. But later rarely comes, and every delay costs more than people realize. 3. False security. People believe savings accounts are safe. They trust them blindly. They think, I'm being responsible. My money is safe. But safety without growth is not safety. It is slow decay. These psychological traps form a comfortable prison. A prison where people stay stuck, where they remain passive, where they do nothing, while inflation quietly destroys their future. Section 4. Real-life examples of how doing nothing destroys wealth. Example 1. The 20-year savings disaster. Imagine two people, person A and person B. Both save $10,000. Person A keeps it in a basic bank account at 1% interest for 20 years. After 20 years, it becomes $12,200. That's it. Now, inflation, at even a mild 3%, the $12,200 is worth less than the original $10,000. Now let's look at person B. They invest the same $10,000 at 8%. After 20 years, it becomes $46,610. Same money, same time, different results. Person A loses value. Person B grows wealth. This is the difference between doing nothing and doing something. Example 2. The retirement wake-up call. Many people spend 30 or 40 years working hard. They save a small piece of their income and they keep that money untouched. They believe they're safe. They believe they're prepared. But when retirement comes, their money doesn't carry them. Their savings barely cover basic needs. The lifestyle they dreamed of is out of reach. Not because they didn't save enough, but because they didn't grow what they saved. They were loyal to a system that was never designed to make them wealthy. Example 3. The opportunity cost nobody talks about. Opportunity cost means the money you lose by not choosing a better option. For example, if you invest $5,000 at 8% for 30 years, it becomes $50,313. If you keep the same money at 1%, it becomes $6,742. The difference is simple. $43,571 lost. Not because of spending, not because of mistakes, but because of inaction. This is the true cost of doing nothing. Section 5. Why the system wants you to do nothing. Have you ever wondered why banks encourage you to save money with them? Why they offer accounts with almost no interest? Why they give you incentives to deposit money but not grow it? Because banks use your money to make their money. They invest it, they lend it, they multiply it, and they keep the returns. You get 1%. They get 8, 10, sometimes even more. Your inaction is their profit. This is not evil. This is how the financial system works. But here's the problem. Nobody teaches you the truth. Nobody explains how inflation destroys your savings. Nobody shows you how banks make money from your passivity. Nobody shows you how to take control. So people continue to follow the same old habits and lose the same old money year after year. Section 6. The solution. Learn to move your money. If doing nothing is deadly, then the solution is simple. Move your money where it grows. You don't need risky investments. You don't need to gamble. You don't need perfect timing. You only need growth, consistency, and patience. Here are practical, accessible ways to make your money grow. 1. High-yield savings accounts. These offer 10x more interest than regular banks. 2. Index funds. The simplest, safest, and most reliable long-term investment. 3. ETFs and mutual funds. Diversified and stable. 4. Bonds. Lower growth, but much better than doing nothing. 5. real estate, rental income plus appreciation. 6. Starting a skill or side business, the fastest way to grow income. The goal is simple. Let your money work harder than inflation. How to start taking action today. Taking action does not require huge sacrifices. It does not require massive income. It does not require deep financial knowledge. Here's how you can start today. Step 1. Calculate your inflation loss. Look at your bank account interest. Compare it to the current inflation rate. That difference is your silent loss. Step 2. Decide a minimum growth rate. Aim for at least 6 to 10% yearly return. This is the sweet spot between safety and growth. Step 3. Automate your investments. Set up monthly or weekly contributions. Small amounts. Step 3. Automate your investments. Set up monthly or weekly contributions. Small amounts grow big over time. Step 4. Stop waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time doesn't exist, but the right time is today. Step 5. Focus on consistency, not perfection. Even small investments grow massively with time. Section 8. The future cost of doing nothing. Most people don't understand the long-term cost of delaying action. Every year you wait, you lose another year of compounding, another year of growth, another year of opportunity. Let's say you start investing at age 25, just $200 a month. At 8% return, by age 65, you have $700,000. If you delay 10 years and start at 35, that becomes $300,000. You lose $400,000 just by waiting. This is why doing nothing is so dangerous. Every year you delay, your future shrinks. Final message, 2530 to 2630. Most people lose money not because they're irresponsible, but because they follow old habits. They save the wrong way. They wait too long. They trust the wrong systems. They underestimate inflation. They fear taking action, and they pay the price later. But now you know the truth. Doing nothing is the most expensive mistake you can make. Your money needs to move. Your money needs to grow. Your money needs direction. You don't have to be rich to start, but you have to start to become rich. So don't wait. Don't hesitate. Take control today and protect the future you deserve. Outro. If this message helped you, if it opened your eyes, if it gave you clarity, then don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Save it. Act on it. Your financial future begins with one simple decision. Stop doing nothing and start doing something. Thank you for listening, and remember, your money should work for you, not against you.